Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to another week of digital learning from home. Today we are going to be talking about the relative size of things that we measure using the metric system. So last week we used the standard, which we call the customary, which is in length we use inches, feet, yards, and miles. But this week we're transitioning and learning a new system called the metric system. So your processes will be the same, but your vocabulary and your units will be different. Okay, so let's review some benchmark measurements for length that are used, that we can use to relate to the metric system. Okay, so the first unit is called a millimeter, and this is the millimeter right here, and the abbreviation is MM, millimeter. If you'll notice that each one of these vocabulary words, units of measurement, have the word meter, centimeter, meter, kilometer, or kilometer. Some people say kilometer, some people say kilometer. So meters are what measures length. Okay? And remember, length is how long something is from one point to another. So here we're just measuring length. So let's talk about the millimeter. It's the smallest unit of measurement in the metric system that measures length. And if you think of the width of a dime, here's a dime right there. You see that? That's your dime. And you see those little tick marks there? That's how tiny a millimeter is. So in the real world, there are things that are super, super small. And so we would need to use this unit of measurement to measure those things. For example, a dime, or maybe a ladybug, or something else. Can you think of something else really tiny and small? Okay. Like my hair. We'd use a millimeter for that, right? All right. Our next unit of measurement is called a centimeter. All right. You have a body part on you that you can relate to real easy, and that is the width of your pinky. So hold your pinky out and look at it, and look at the width of that. That's about 1 centimeter. And guess what? It takes about 10 dimes, 10 millimeters, to equal 1 centimeter. So this system is based on 10, the power of 10. So a centimeter is about the width of your pinky. A meter is the next unit of measurement, and it's larger. And so we would use meters to measure things that are longer. I wouldn't want to use millimeters or centimeter to measure my height. I would probably use, well, maybe centimeters. But for meters, I would probably use to measure maybe the height of my wall here in my office. And a meter is about the width of a door. Almost like a yard, but it's a little bit larger than a yard. So a meter is about the width of your door. So if you look at your doors, think about the width. That will give you an idea of what a meter is. And then our last one is the kilometer, abbreviation KM. And we see the track, but this is only about half a mile. It's about 2 times around a track, or about a 10-minute brisk walk. Okay, so a kilometer is about half of what a mile would be. All right, so do you got those in your head? We've got millimeter, which is about the width of a dime. Centimeter, the width of your pinky. A meter is about the width of a door. And then a kilometer is 2 times around a track, or a 10-minute walk. All right, so now we're going to do some practice questions. And then you will have some questions to answer on your Google Classroom. Let me escape from this. Oops. There we go. And let's go here. So this is online under commoncoresheets.com, and this is something that we're going to use today to practice, okay? So our first question is, what unit of measurement would we use most appropriate for a vacuum cleaner, for the height of a vacuum cleaner? All right, our answer choices are 35 centimeters. So when I think centimeters, I think, would it take 35 of these, of my pinkies, if I stack them one on top of each other? About 35 of those, would that be the height of your vacuum cleaner? Think about that. I think that's not enough. 120 centimeters. So I'm going to think in my head, what benchmark can I use? Pinkies. So if I stack 120 pinkies on top of each other, would that be the height of a vacuum cleaner? And I'm thinking, that's a possibility. Let's look at our other choices. 3 meters. Miss Ivory said a meter is about the width of a door. If I did 3 doors side by side, the width of 3 doors, that's too big. And the last one is 30 centimeters. Well, I already said 35 would not be enough, and 30 is less than 35, so I'm going to eliminate that one too. So I'm going to go with 120 centimeters, okay? So let's check and see. Remember, we're just trying our best, and we're trying to think it and process it using our benchmarks, and that's what I want you to do. All right, so now we can check our answer. Yes, we got it right, boys and girls. Let's move on to the next question. And there it is. Our next question. Let's see. The cereal box height. 10 centimeters. Again, what's our benchmark for centimeters? Pinkies. 10 of these? Not quite. Too small. 60 of these? What do you think? Maybe 3 centimeters? 3 of these. That would be a tiny box of cereal. I don't think so. And our last answer choice is 30. Oh. I'm going to eliminate 10 centimeters and 3 centimeters. And let's see, 60 centimeters. Would it be 60 of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to go with 30. It's either 60 or 30, but I'm going to do my best. I might miss it, but I'm learning, right? We're learning. So let's try our best. We know at least we eliminated 2, didn't we? All right, let's check our answer. Oh, we got it right. Yes. That was a good one. Let's go to the next one. All right, a can of soda. A can of soda. I'm thinking of a can of soda, and then I'm thinking of my measurements. Okay, we have the dime, the pinky, the door, and 2 times around the track. Well, I'm going to eliminate kilometers for sure. Okay, let's think. A meter? Remember what a meter is? Like the width of a door? No, that's a silly answer. 10 centimeters. 1, 2, 3, maybe. 3 centimeters? No, that's too small. 30 centimeters. Isn't that what we just said for the box of cereal? Is a can of soda the same size as a box of cereal? No. So what should we go with, boys and girls? I hope you said 10 centimeters. We got to check our answer first before we get excited. Okay, let's submit our answer. And we're right. Ding! Dab, dab. Yes. Let's go to the next problem. This is fun. All right, a hammer. All right, a hammer. I'm thinking of a hammer is like about the size of a sheet of paper, maybe. So I'm trying to get that in my head. And then let's look at our benchmarks. A meter. A meter. What did we say a meter was? The width of a door. we're going to say no to that one. 10 centimeters, 10 pinkies. No. 3 centimeters. There's that 3 again. What did we say about that 3? It would be really tiny, wouldn't it? It'd probably be about like that. And 40 centimeters. So this would be about the box of cereal. And so I'm thinking, what are you guys thinking? What do you think? You think it's 10 of these? Or 40? I think it's going to be 40. Let's check. Cross your fingers. Submit our answer. Yes! Double dab again! Woo! We got it right. Let's go to the next problem. Ooh, a file cabinet. I have one of these in the classroom. And so it's pretty tall. It's not as tall as me, but it's pretty tall. So let's think units of measurements. Okay, so it has meters, millimeters, centimeters. So remember what a millimeter is? What's a millimeter? Dime. Really small. Let's see what else. Centimeters, the pinkies, and a meter would be the width of a door. Okay, so I'm thinking we need a larger unit of measurement than millimeters. So we're going to eliminate the dimes. That'd be like 30 dimes stacked on each other. So let's eliminate this one. 30 centimeters, that's less than a box of cereal, and this is much bigger. So we can eliminate 30 centimeters. What about 60 centimeters? What do you think? 60 centimeters. I still don't think that's going to be enough. 1.5 of these, maybe. Or doorways, 1.5 widths of the doorway. I think that's probably the best bet. Let's try that one, okay? And guess what? I don't know if we're right yet. Ta-da! We are correct. Okay. Let's go see if we can do another one. Let's go back to Common Core Sheets, and we're going to go to measurement. Nope, we don't want measurement. We want to do, let's do Common Core. What am I thinking of? Boys and girls. Oh, actually, let's stop right there. And let's go back to our PowerPoint. So another unit of measurement is called mass. And mass is the amount of matter that is in an object. So gravity cannot change mass. So we are going to look at the 2 units. There's only 2 for mass. One is a gram, which is an abbreviation of G. And the other one is kilogram, which is a kg. Now a gram, the mass, think of the mass of a dollar bill. If you had a dollar bill in your hand, think about how much, what that feels like. Or if you had a, I got one right here, a paper clip. Think about that. That would be about a gram. Very, very light. And then a kilogram is the only other unit of that we use to measure mass. And that would be about, oh, sorry, let me grab it. Let me grab it because I got it right here. It would be like your math book or your science book that you have at school, or maybe your dictionary that you use in Miss Hendrickson's class. So a kilogram is about the mass of a textbook. So think about that. Think about these 2 things. We would use grams to find the mass of things that are very light, like a pen. And we would use kilograms to maybe weigh ourselves, because we're a lot heavier, right? All right, so let's go back to our here and go to weight. Now let's scroll down here to metric weights, estimating, and let's go to 1 at a time. This is fun. Okay, so here we have a cell phone. Let's think about, would we use, to find the mass, 5 of these?